Yo guys, welcome back to the QPR career mode here on the channel. This is the first episode and I apologize for not uploading again for the past week and a half. Obviously, as you know, it was Christmas and I was spending time with family, so I didn't have any time to record or edit or anything, so I couldn't really post any videos. But here you can see me hiring some youth scouts so that we can raise some money in the future, because here at QPR we don't have a huge budget to work with, so I can't really sign that many players, and the players that I do sign aren't going to be amazing. So my plan is, as you see here, to send one of my scouts to go find a bunch of goalkeepers, because they're very easy to train, and that means that their value is very high. So when I sell them, I'll get more money. We can use that money to go buy better players or to invest in our youth scouts and make them better, so we can find better players for our own team as well. So I think it's a smart decision, and we sent our other two scouts just to look for players for our team, because obviously, you know, we need to improve the team so that eventually we can be in the Premier League. And in the background you can see the board objectives that they want us to achieve by the end of the season or end of next season. I think they're all achievable, but the financial one will be kind of hard, because obviously you know, we don't have a lot of money, and we're a championship team, so we don't get as much revenue from shirt sales and stuff like that. And obviously ticket prices are cheaper in the championship because the team isn't as good, it's not as famous, it doesn't have as many fans typically. But hopefully we'll be able to achieve it, and yeah, we'll see what happens. But now you saw we just won our first preseason game against Borussia, who are a Italian team, I believe, playing in the second division. A good 3-1 win there. And then we got a transfer offer in for our left back, who I decided not to sell because we don't have a better one. He's still fairly young, and we have another left back who I'm not against selling because he's not as good and he's a bit older. So if an offer does come in for him, I'm going to consider it, because I think we could use the money wisely to invest in the squad further. But you saw there, we won again, another match, another 3-1 win. So that's 2 in a row. One of our players did get a slight injury, but it's not really a big deal. It's only a few days, and I decided not to play my fully strength team for the last group stage match anyway, because as long as we drew, we would have topped the group. And as you see here, we did manage to get a draw. Unfortunately, we couldn't win 3 in a row, but you know, we didn't get any injuries, which is important, and we topped the group anyway, so it's not a big deal. And because we did top the group, we will be playing the team that finished second in the other group. So theoretically, it should be an easier match, and you know, hopefully we can win that as well, get some extra money. But yeah, you did see me do training as well a few times in the background, and I will be doing that throughout the season. I might not show every drill from this episode on, but just wanted to show you who I'm training right now. Obviously I'll change it when we get different players in, when we get younger players and stuff. But we just won there in the semi-final 1-0, so we got through to the final. We got a bit of extra money, which is always good. And yeah, we're doing training again. As you see, good results there. Players are improving now as well, which is always positive, because we need the team to be as good as possible so that we can survive in the championship, hopefully achieve that mid-table finish that the board are looking for. And I think we should be able to do it, and hopefully next season we'll be able to push on for a promotion, or maybe even the championship title, and get promoted to the Premier League. Hopefully within a few seasons we'll have solidified ourselves as a mid-table Premier League team. But you saw there, we won again. We won the preseason tournament. We got a bit of extra money again, and that was really helpful for us, because you know, we only had like 3 mil or something, and it went up to nearly 6 mil. So obviously that's good, because we needed to make some signings. We got another offer in, this time a loan offer for one of the wingers that I wasn't particularly going to play a lot this season, so I thought, you know what, might as well loan him out, get get him some experience. Hopefully he'll come back and have grown a few ratings. Doing some more training here. Not as good results this time, but players still went up in a few stats, so it's all good. And coming up, you'll see that I was scouting a few players to see if we could sign them, because I was looking at that left wing position as a bit of a weakness, because we are playing our best player there, but he's usually a cam. So obviously I wanted to play him in his best position and sign someone who actually is a winger to play there, because the winger we have right now only has like 60 pace, and that isn't great. So I had a right back on there as well, because I didn't realise that we had another backup right back originally, but this guy is obviously a bit better. He's younger. He'll probably grow to be a much better player than the one we have. So maybe in the future we'll sign him. But yeah, I had Daniel James on there as well, because obviously it's like Harris's favourite player now, and I thought maybe we can get him on loan, but yeah, he has a lot of pace, as you saw there. So as you see now, I was deciding which one to get, whether I should get one of the wingers or whether I should go for the right back, and I decided to make my decision. You'll see it in a second now, who I decided to go and attempt to sign, and it was the winger. I'll break it to you, because I thought it was more of a weakness and we needed a much faster player there. So I went in for him, and you see that great afro right there. It's blue. One day I will dye my afro blue, guys. When I get 100k subs, I'll do it. But yeah, I decided to try and swap our current winger who was there. They were interested in, which was good, but they did want quite a bit of money, and obviously that was pretty much a whole budget gone. I didn't want to do that, because I won't be able to sign any of the youth players or anything, and in case we need to give contract extensions at the end of the season as well, we wouldn't be able to do it. So I decided to counter for like 3.5 mil, I think, plus the player, and they came back with another counter offer. But I thought it was a good deal, because while there is a 6% sell-on clause, I don't think we'll be selling him. And even if we ever do, it will be in a few seasons where he's going to be mid-80s at least. So we'll make enough money to give them 6%, and it won't be a big deal for us. But yeah, I decided to delegate the contract because it takes ages. And just a quick note here: Harris did not know you could skip the cutscenes, which is just so stupid. Like, we were playing the other day, and he was like, "Oh, this is taking so long," complaining like he always does about everything. And I'm like, "Yeah, you can skip it," and he didn't know, and it's pretty stupid. But anyway, again, another training session here. Not great, but again, doesn't really matter too much, because players are still growing. And I decided to go to the catalog and get a scout future star, which essentially is a player who will have really good potential. Well, should anyway, because in previous years it was a bit broken, and you could get players with awful potential at coming, and it's not good. But this year it seems to be a lot better, and as you saw there, De La Vega decided to accept the contract, and I just wanted to compare how much money he was going to be on compared to how much Pew was on right now. Pew is on £100 a week more, and I probably should have offered De La Vega a bit less, because he accepted the lowest offer that I decided to tell my assistant to offer him. So I could have probably put a bit less, and he might have accepted it. But at least we managed to sign him. He'll be a good player for us, and he should help the team both in the short term and in the long term, which is always positive. And he will be a great player for us, I'm sure of it. And this is a scout future star we didn't have to get. His name is Jonathan Morris. We're just going to call him Johnny now, because why not? Few people will know why I'm going to call him that. But yeah, he has potential to do special, which is really good. That means he's going to get to 90 plus easily. Unfortunately, his skill moves on weak foot were very disappointing, but his name's Johnny, so it's fine. He's going to be great. And we've now technically signed 2 new players to the team, who should be able to help us both this season and in future seasons. And then we got our youth scouts coming back with their players from their respective countries that I sent them out to. Fortunately, in Sweden there was no one really good, so I didn't sign anyone. In Italy there was one good player there, but I didn't decide to sign him because I think his potential will drop. So I left him on there, and we'll see how good he is next month. And then in England, I decided to not sign up most of the goalkeepers because their potential is very low. And although I don't want to sign players with really high potential to sell, I'd rather keep them. I don't want players with awful potential because potential does actually affect the value of the players. So obviously, if you have a player with like 70 potential against a guy with 80 potential, the 80 potential player will be valued a lot higher. And that's not that great either, because obviously I aim to take this club to being a Champions League winner, and a rated player in the Champions League isn't going to be that good. So I'm calm with selling those type of players. However, the goalkeeper was also called Jonathan, so I might keep him, who knows. We only did get one decent goalkeeper there anyway, so we'll see if he does a bit better next month. But yeah, as you see here, I'm just sorting out the bench because, you know, I want the team to be as good as it can be, and have players on the bench who can come on and make an impact, or if we're losing, or on the other hand, if we're winning and we need to solidify it, maybe bring on a more defensive player and try and hold out for the win. I did decide to put our new striker on there, because, or centre forward, because he is better than the third striker we had originally. So I thought I'll put him on there. He's better. He's young. He'll grow. It's fine. And yeah, this is our team now. I think it's pretty decent. It should be able to achieve a mid-table finish in the Championship, and hopefully next season we'll be able to push on for promotion to the Premier League, whether that be through the playoffs, whether that be by winning the title or finishing second and getting automatic promotion. We'll wait and see. But I think we built a decent team for now anyway. There might be more signings in the next episode. We still have a whole month left to make transfers. If there's anyone that you think I should sign, within reason, obviously, not like Lionel Messi, he's going to be too much money, leave it in the comments. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of the series as well. If you did, please drop a like. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.